Everybody's got to face the music at some point. Everybody. So if I unleash Fury on this Bone Crusher, that's 8, 11, 12. They're down to 3 life. My goodness, man. I wish I might make this wish tonight. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing a Warsinger's Fury deck. That's right, we're focusing in on this card. Venerable Warsinger, 3 mana, 3/3, Vigilance, Trample, Spirit, Cleric. Honestly, this is a really cool card. I'm surprised I haven't seen more with this card so far. Whatever, everyone's focused on, playing the same old decks and adding only 3 cards. Not to say this is not what we're doing today. Anyways, whenever Venerable Warsinger deals combat damage to a player, you may return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of damage Venerable Warsinger dealt to that player. So, 3 mana, 3/3 with Vigilance, Trample. Obviously, it already having Trample innately on it makes this ability really good. Vigilance just means that you can build this sucker up, smash, attack, swing, do all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be able to defend as well. Now, one other key note about this is the fact that it's a non-human. I think in the original deck, the original version of this, there's no Winota. But in my version, there is, because I'm missing, a Blade Historian and a Goldspan and Showdown, that kind of stuff. I'm missing just enough cards to turn this into a Winota deck. Now, I will say originally this was not a Winota deck. It's mostly focused on Blade Historian, Goldspan, Embercleaves, and, just getting there as far as Unleash Fury goes, and Kazul's Fury, because you double the power of target creature. You have things like Blade Historian, which allows you to gain double strike on attacking creatures, and then you also have Kazul's Fury, which allows you to fling said creature into opponent's face for, lethal. Now, outside of that, we do have a pretty standard setup here. We have 3 copies of Selfless, 3 copies of Owslet to protect our creatures, also to help proc the Winota. 4 copies of Seasoned Hollowblade. As a human, it can be pulled out by Winota. It can gain Indestructible very easily. And, Blade Historian on a Seasoned Hollowblade. So good. So good. Jury's Shelter does help you in times of just either A, needing to protect your creature, or B, needing to punch through, right? Being able to give your creature protection from the target color of whatever creatures your opponent has means that your creature can just swing on through with its, double power and a double strike, right? Elite Spellbinder, I will say that there was originally like 3 or 4 copies of this in the deck, but I'm not going to spend a rare wild card on something that's utility based, at least not right now. Once the set gets a little bit older, sure, maybe. But for right now, we only have 1 copy. The original deck does have like 3 or 4 copies, just as a little heads up. Bone Crusher, really good. Winota does its stuff. Also, it's a great target for the Unleash Fury, Zul's Fury, and Embercleave action, right? Because it already has a high base power, so all that stuff, just excellent. Showdown of the Scalds, of course, this is marvelous as well. If you couple it with a Blade Historian and an Embercleave, all that kind of stuff, you're going to be adding additional counters. Then they're going to be, gaining double strike and potentially gaining double that power, and then potentially getting flung. So essentially, you're just trying to build up either 1 or 2 creatures, really focus on them, and, end the game using them, right? Winota, as we mentioned, Blade Historian, as we mentioned, Goldspan Dragon, because this dragon, like, literally as soon as it got dropped, it was, every deck is going to play this. It is the new par for course of standard decks. It's a 5-mana 4/4 flying haste that gives you a treasure token when it attacks, when it gets targeted. If you don't have this card, if you haven't played with this card yet, go pick it up. Go pick up 1 copy, just 1. It's so fun. Now, because I didn't make this deck and other people did, it has a sideboard alongside it, so if you want to play it in best of 3, by all means, but that's up to you. I'm going to keep this deck tech short, sweet, simple, because we all know how these Boros decks work. We're trying to get in there, get in our opponent's guts, and finish them out with the little Fury action, a little double Fury action, Reno. Now, Venerable Warsinger, as I mentioned, still the star of this deck, and as always, I recommend you take this deck and make it your own. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section what your favorite part of this deck is, and of course, if you're new here and you want to see more awesome content from yours truly, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon that pops out thereafter. So without further ado, we're going to dive into some Fury action. Filled in, and, the game is filling my hand with garbage. I'm really happy about this. Really happy. Alrighty. We're going to toss back a Seasoned Hollowblade, keep an Unleash Fury, because, I just want to go for the win this time. where realistically, we haven't seen too many games that even hit turn 5 yet. Which is, you know, I'm all fine for aggro being a thing in Magic. I'm all fine for there being strong decks. But I think when every game is determined by turn 4, turn 3 even, it almost feels like there's not really a need to play. You just sort of, you're like, hey, what deck looks the best? Like, I don't actually want to play it, but what do you think if I drop the first 2 cards is the scariest? You know what I mean? Because that's essentially what we're coming down to. Who got luckier? And, you know, did you hit your combo in the first 3 turns? If not, well, it sucks to be you, because the opponent probably did. That's how Strixhaven has felt so far for me, at least. We got Winota aggro, we got these dwarves aggro, we got dragons, we got, you know, all this kind of sacrifice stuff. And 9 times out of 10, the game is just over before it even begins, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It doesn't feel like Magic. I'm not gonna lie, this set did not feel like Magic. I'm a little disappointed. All it really did was help the decks that were already doing well. You know what I mean? It did make a dragon deck exist now, but I don't feel like it's changed enough in order to be like, yep, that was a set. It was more like a little DLC, a little booster, a little side action, you know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that people give away for free. Not Wizards, of course. You're silly. But other people. Other game companies. So do I Bone Crusher, the Mire Triton? I mean, yeah, I guess. There's just not really a need for us to, you know, swing in. I can't drop that as a land, that's correct. Discorrect the mundo. I'm opting to not Bone Crusher their Mire Triton, as it gives them enough cards in graveyard to pull back a Kroxa. Now, granted, they're not there as far as the lands go. If I can keep them off of 6, you know, why in the heck would I not, man? I'll Sajiri my own Hollow Blade. Hello, can you go? Because we know that they just have they just got a Village Rites on the flip side of that. So go ahead, use your Village Rites. Do it. Jump if you're feeling lucky, punk. I would love to trade out my Selfless for your Mire Triton, but I got a Winota. I got a Winota on the back end, so I can't. I cannot reliably do that. I can't reasonably do that, you know what I mean? They're still going to use that Village Rites on their own Mire Triton there. Hey, happy about it. Woo! That's Winota, baby. That is the Winota baby. Not to be confused with Winota's baby, who we're still trying to figure out. No hits? Well. One of these days. Alrighty. So we can deal 8, 11, puts him to 7. Still not enough. That's okay. Alrighty. Bam, bam. We do have lethal now, thanks to Unleash Fury, as long as we can slip that in there somehow, some shape, some way, form, or fashion. Of course, the chances of them, you know, playing a Kroxa, pretty high, I would say. Pretty high. Which means our Unleash Fury would just get immediately discarded. Like, just gonna get destroyed. It's gonna get discarded into oblivion. Alright, so let's see the Kroxa. Come on, filled in. Once you filled in this board with the Croxa, I don't know if that made sense. Come on, you big elephant. That's not an insult. They're actually an elephant. Look, it's right here. It's okay. Oh, it's a Croxa. I wouldn't have even thought about that, you know? But now that you've played it, now that you have done that, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Super happy. Super happy. We drew into a second Winota. Dos Winoto. Dos Winoto. Elite Spellbinder. Oh, no, no, no. Blade Historian. I don't know what the heck that was, okay? The ooh, no, 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 no. I'm getting down Blade Historian. You can't tell me otherwise. This is a cool card. Of course, we still have the mana with Alslet to give Winota protection, so she can take out the Croaks. Little Croaks at Oaks. Six, 4 is 10. Sacrifice, sacrifice. Bam, bam, bam. And one more time. Bam, bam, bam. And we'll slap a little Bone Crusher action down just to make it even harder for them to come back. They will gain 1 life here, so they'll be at 2. I already used one of my other bone. Whoa, whoa. Chill out there. Clicky clacky. I haven't. I only used 1 Bone Crusher. Well, that's nice. If I find another Bone Crusher, you're mine. Your ass is grass, Filden. It's been a long time since I've heard that phrase. Your ass is grass. It's very insulting. Because grass don't smell good. Well, fresh cut grass. Some people would argue with me on that one, but I think that's kind of a sense of pride thing as well, right? So we win. It's just, we just win. That's what you've decided? Cool. Cool. I'll take it. Coolies. Coolies. We're going to keep this hand. We got the Snarl. We got some planes. We got a Seasoned Hollow Blade. No way this game could go wrong. No way, shape, form, how, manner. I don't believe it. I will not believe that. Of course, they are playing Yorion, and we're like 70 to 100,000% sure that it's Sultai. They're a little Sultai Andy. Little Sultai Andy. Let's go ahead and get down the season. We'll swing in with Selfless. Next turn, we could have Venerable Warsinger hit the board, which is good. I haven't seen one so far. You know, the game has instead opted to give me the 5 and 6 mana cost creatures every single time. So, hey, I'll take a 3 mana creature. Sure. If you wanna do that for me, game. If you wanna scratch my back, I might turn around and scratch the hell of yours too. You know what I mean? Get a little rubberino action going on here. Alright, why don't you just go ahead and use your Maze Mind like it's any big mystery. You have no mana. I know that's the only thing you have to proc. You ain't gotta play coy with me. You little fishy. Get it? Koi fish. I don't know if I used that word correctly. Not in the sense of a fish. I know there's koi fish that exist, but in the sense of the adjective? Is it, if you're being coy, is that a verb at that point? Not gonna lie, literature wasn't my best subject, and I always hated my literature teachers. Not always, there were some good ones, but literature was such a hard concept and subject for me to like get on board with. You know, reading for fun made about as much sense to me as running for fun. Now that I'm old, I'm like, damn, I should have done both of those when I was young, so that way, you know, wouldn't look like this. Because they don't tell you that it's not actually for fun. It's So make sure you don't end up, you know, dumb and fat. Excuse me if you are, but, you know, everybody's got to face the music at some point. Everybody. So if I unleash Fury on this Bone Crusher, that's 8, 11, 12. They're down to 3 life. My goodness, man. I wish I might make this wish tonight. Let's go Elite Spellbinder. What you got over there? Shadow's Verdict. Ooh, that's a really good one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana? You have 4 mana and you think, no, you don't need that. You don't need a Shadow's Verdict. That's crazy. Let me take that from you. Let me do you a favor, okay? Let me do you a favor. Scrying 1 to the bottom? Well, heck yeah, man. They're down to 7 life. Now we have that on board just bar none. Just looking at the stats. So that's fantastic for us. They're going to put a page counter and scry before they draw here because they absolutely need an answer. They're not finding it. Scry 2 to the bottom. Let's hope, let's pray, let's see if we may win a game today. Sorry for all the rhyming. It just sort of fell into place and I was like, let's do it. Push it, Chance. You hit them rhymes. All right, come on, Calusi. It's not Calicia. It's not some old known name, is it? This is a GG. I could GG them. I just want everybody to know it's not who I am. I only say GG when I think that both players have an understanding that it is GG. See, this is 7. So I think now if I was to be like, good game, it's okay. It's okay. They did the math. They highlighted the cards. Sorry. Firebird 69. Nothing else, you gotta like that. We're gonna keep this hand. We got the outlet into the thingamabobber over there, the Winota. So turn 2, we'll probably drop the Shelter. Turn 3, maybe the Snarl. See where we're at from there. Hello. Hi. Also, I would like to say I got this new theory about Magic. Got a new theory. That is, 9 times out of 10, you can tell who's gonna win by turn 6. Now, that 1 out of 10 time, we're talking about championship, talking about control versus control, and we're talking about probability hitting on the flip side, whether it be super good or super bad. Unleash Fury. Well, you know, that's the first time I've seen that card so far. The first time I've seen it so far. Next turn, I guess we just drop that Winota. Join those forces. Join them under one banner. Let all things unite. Live struck. Am I surprised? Not even a little. Swinging at the 1/1. My turn, my turn, my turn. My turn, my turn, my turn. Blade Historian is pretty good. Would give the outlet, you know, a little bit something extra. A little bit something extra. I think I still got to go for the Winota though, right? I can either pull out another Winota or pull out a Seasoned Hollow Blade. I think we go for the Hollow Blade. Fine by me, it already has Indestructible. Alright, bam, bam. And turn on that note. Alright, well, we do have enough to get down the Blade Historian. I could also drop the Shelter as a land, and then following that, we could hit the Gold Span if we wanted to. Blade Historian will make our Seasoned and our Winota pretty big deals. We could also use Unleash Fury, potentially, on the Winota. Make it go up to 8. 8 power, double strike. That's 16 points of damage. Not quite enough to get through. But I see the lines. I see the lines of play now. The lines to victory. No blocks. They're Teamer? I don't trust Teamer. You know what I mean? I don't trust Teamer. Ever since Wilderness Reclamation, y'all got sneaky. You got way too sneaky. I don't think I dropped the Blade Historian here. Do I? Because then I lose all of my potential to protect my stuff. I gotta drop the Selfless. I want to drop Blade Historian. I actually feel like they're just about to brazen bar my ass. If I'm being honest, I feel like that's what's about to happen. So we'll swing here, and I'll leave the season back to defend against the Love Struck potentially. We could always discard Unleash Fury, you know. Oh no, it's a brazen! I totally didn't see that one coming. Where did you get that from? Yeah, I mean, I'm mildly surprised. I am like, I'm as surprised as your grandma giving you a sweater on Christmas. If you don't have grandma sweaters, that's okay. I don't have grandma sweaters either. We had a grandma blanket. It's kind of like a sweater that doesn't have holes in it, and you cannot wear it outside as a piece of clothing either. People would not like that. Would not. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the Unleash Fury. I know it's a line to victory. It's a solid line to victory, honestly. One that we could sort of just sneak in there, but like I said, I don't trust a team or player. You think they only have one brazen bar? You're fucking crazy. You are freaking fracking mother flipping crazy. Do I just drop the gold span and say hiya via my dragon? Because in case you didn't catch that, because you know thereafter we can drop Blade Historian. That is another 8 damage. So that'd be 12. That'd be a lot of damage. Still be a couple away. Or I drop Winota and pray that our Selfless hits something. If I drop Blade Historian, we can't also Bone Crusher. I'm dropping the gold span. I want that big golden dragon all on my battlefield. I actually hate you. From the bottom of my soul. Thank you, Teamer, for being so awesome. So awesome. Almond I like that. Like you got brown eyes, or like you made the world's best food face. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this hand. We don't have a whole lot of creatures, which I am worried about, but we got 2 showdowns, and I think the creatures will come. You know what I mean? That whole if you build it, they will come kind of thing. If you don't have creatures in your starter hand, well, I don't want to tell any new players something dumb that they may actually, believe. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and Bone Crusher the Scavenging Ooze, take it off the face of the. Oh, you got the big bear. I'm so happy. So y'all see this? It's the happiest bear I've seen in Magic ever. It's the only bear I've seen in Magic ever. Now I can go ahead and Bone Crusher that little 1/1, the little tiny 1/1. I think I'd rather go for a Venerable Warsinger. Yeah, I'm going for Venerable. I'm doing it. I am doing it. Hopefully it'll live. Hopefully they don't have a ram through or a... yeah, it's not the world's worst. We couldn't have stopped that one regardless. Taking out that 1/1 wouldn't have done anything here. Happy. Happy is the word to describe me right now. Fucking happy. Happy. You know what I mean? Just slapstick fucking happy. I love not drawing lands on curve. I love the opponent hitting the turn 4 Great Hinge into a problem. How do you get so lucky, Almond Eyes? Yeah, I mean, heck, why not? Why the heck not, man? And yeah, slap me silly. Fuck yeah, you gorgeous-eyed bastard. That's it's not gonna do it. It's just not. Nope, not gonna. Sorry.